What you are about to see is a problem. It is found in schools throughout this entire nation. Students are being forced to participate in sessions called small group discussions, without the necessary tools to survive successfully. Observe as we watch one of these sessions.
Well, since the formula for the area of a rhombus is d1 times d2 over 2, you have to find the diagonals. And we're given the measure of 8 inches of one of the segments of the diagonals. And since it's a rhombus, all four sides are congruent. It's a rhombus. Therefore, the diagonals bisect each other. With the measurement of 8 inches, we can conclude that both diagonals are 60 inches.
Are you sure that you can conclude that? Because you can have a rhombus with diagonals of 10 and 6 inches. And if the segments bisect, you can get two 5-inch and two 3-inch segments. So if they still bisect each other, they aren't congruent.
Okay, well, what do you think, Billy?
This is Billy. He does not have the necessary skills to thrive in this environment. Watch as he tries to survive.
I think Biff here is right.
Billy was asked a question, but it is apparent that Billy was not engaged in the conversation. So he used the what he said technique. Now observe how Billy incorrectly handles a disagreement.
The diagonals bisect the angles. At least we know that.
Well, that wouldn't be because of the 45 degrees, but one property of a rhombus is that the diagonals bisect opposite angles, so it wouldn't matter what the degrees are, but it would still bisect the angles.
Biff, that's really dumb. I think it has to be 45 degrees, so you just need to shut up and listen to Winston.
I don't know. I think Biff might be right over the book talking about that.
Well, this problem's done.
Billy, how would you solve the problem?
I got 64.
How did you get that?
Well, I typed in 6, 4, and hit enter. And, there's 64 right there.
It is clear that Billy has no idea how he came up with an answer of 64. Answers without proper justification are not useful during one of these sessions. The following day, Billy's teacher has asked that he stay after class to address his skill deficiencies in small group discussion.
Billy, I was observing you during small group yesterday, and I noticed you were having some problems.
Well, I didn't understand the assignment, so I didn't know what to do.
Well, that is where your fellow group members can help you. You should not use your struggle as an excuse not to participate.
What am I supposed to do, Miss Fizzle?
There are 3 things you need to keep in mind when you're in a small group. You need to always be involved. You need to explain your ideas and resolve your disagreements.
What if my group is really wrong?
If you remain involved and justify what you mean, then they should realize their mistake. Then your disagreement can be settled.
Gee, I never thought of that.
I know, Billy.
The teacher gave Billy some good advice. He should always be involved, justify answers, and resolve disagreements when he's in one of these small group discussions. Now let's see if Billy uses this advice effectively.
Oh no, Billy's in our group. He doesn't help at all.
No, he's worthless. I'd rather work alone.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, Billy. We have to find the geometric probability of hitting the shaded region. What would you do first?
Well, I would find the area of the circle and place that answer in the denominator.
Wow, how'd you get that answer, Billy?
You're supposed to place the total area of the figure in the denominator. It's a circle, so I would do that.
That would be 4 pi.
How'd you get that answer?
Oh, I see. The radius of the circle is 2, so the formula for the area of the circle is pi r squared. So you get 4 pi. Now we need to get the area of the square. Since the radius is 2, then the side length of the square is 4. So the area of the square would be 16.
I hate to disagree with you, Barry, but the answer doesn't make any sense. If the square has an area of 16, it would be bigger than the circle because 4 pi is 12.57, or about 12.57.
The hypotenuse is the square root of 2, so the side is 2 square root of 2.
That makes the area of the square 8 because 2 square root of 2 times 2 square root of 2 is 8.
Good job, Billy.
I hope this video was informative. Now you have the skills necessary in order to survive your next small group.